Rabbi Yosef Edery from the Golan Heights is an advisor to the Sanhedrin initiative. His job includes mediation, justice and clarifications in places of need, and traditional Jewish halachic clarifications. Join us as we shed light on Rabbi Asher Meza.
Shalom uvracha, dear friends, Yechia Melech HaMashiach. I'm Rabbi Yosef Edery. I live in the Golan Heights in Eretz Yisrael, and I am an advisor for the Sanhedrin initiative. And as a Chabadnik and as a Jew that wants Mashiach and wants to see Ahavat Yisrael, it's come to my attention that there's an ongoing question on Rabbi Asher Meza. Is he Jewish? Is his gear correct? Is he a true rabbi? Are the people that he converted truly Jewish? So I'm going to get into some of those questions. But for the record, as they say, as a Sanhedrin advisor, that my job is to look at things with a halacha lens. I just want to look at the facts and just say my opinion from a halachic perspective. So I've reviewed the information that's public now and that Rabbi Asher Meza published. I've listened to the phone conversations of the rabbis that converted him. I watched the videos of the sandik of his children in his house performing the Brit Milah and performing the naming of his child, as is customary in the Jewish people. And of course, looking through other paperwork like the documents of recommendation from different Rabbanim and the smicha documents of Rabbi Asher Meza, and according to my basic understanding, those documents prove that he is a Jew. He is what we call today a rabbi. He has the right to call himself a rabbi. So that is the way. And I hope that this video, besides confirming the documentation, I mean, everyone can look at the documentation that Rabbi Asher has published, that we need to be very careful about this kind of process. But once Rabbi Asher Meza comes forward and he shows us the rabbis, and he has audio conversations with the son of the rabbi that passed away already, that converted him, and he.
To the best of my knowledge, Asher Meza was a ger by my father. He was a kosher ger 100%. I was with him for many, many, many hours. He was sitting at my father's table.
Has audio conversations with the rabbis that he works with in the Holy Land, that for outreach and so on, and that he studied in their yeshivas, and they gave him rabbinical ordination.
I'm Jewish. Okay. Now, at the time when you knew me, I was a frum guy learning in yeshiva, that you even got me into Aisha Torah.
That's right, I did. Yeah, I remember the phone call.
And you gave me smicha.
And I helped you with the smicha, and I signed the letter, for your smicha.
Okay.
So you have a copy of it.
So once we have the proof, there's no safek anymore. And not only that, in the moment there's no safek, we have to run away from the machloket. We have to run away from all the issues that we spoke about till now, like from fire. We also have another question that they asked about Rabbi Asher regarding his conversions. Are they according to halacha? So from my investigation, they are. Rabbi Asher never converted people on his own. He always brought dayanim, judges, with him to do the conversions. And converting people according to halacha is not a very complex ceremony. And again, his rabbinical ordination proves that. But me, as an Orthodox Jew, I can say further that from what I understand from Rabbi Asher, yesh lo al ma lismoch, which means he has on what to rely, and he has shimush, which means he sat next to rabbis which were involved in this for many years. So he has what we call first-hand experience, which is a concept in Judaism as well. And so when you're next to a rabbi for many years, you basically learn from him in real time. You emulate what he's doing. So that's in addition to all the Torah study. And anyone who listens to Rabbi Asher's Torah studies can see that his shiurim are sophisticated, learned, scholarly, in-depth, and Torah-worthy. Okay? For the sake of this video, I just want to point out one more point, which is that there were those who had some issues with Rabbi Asher, and they had some claims and questions that they wanted to ask in regard to Rabbi Asher, and I invited them by email and phone call and messages to come here today if they would like, and I would invite Rabbi Asher as well, and they would both be able to say their claims, and I would be able to mediate, as I do sometimes when there are differences amongst people as part of the Sanhedrin initiative. So unfortunately, we did not hear back from the other party, so I'm forced to do my best to resolve this issue in this way, kind of freestyle. Notable points: Rabbi Asher has Israeli citizenship. Rabbi Asher married a girl here in Israel. Rabbi Asher has children that study in Chabad, which is Orthodox Jewish community, as everyone knows. Rabbi Asher is an Orthodox Jew, l'chol davar. Of course, Rabbi Asher is a Torah scholar, and as a Torah scholar, he will open up different topics that need to be addressed, and good for him for doing that. There's nothing in the Torah that we say is censored. This is a gilui naot. This is a clarification. Okay? If there's any questions. As an Orthodox Jew, as someone who studied Torah from the day he remembers himself, as someone who's involved actively in the Sanhedrin initiative, like I said, I'm part of 30 out of 70 judges and advisors here in Israel, and the numbers are growing from day to day. May we merit strong, empowering unity amongst Israel, which will be the dissolution of the exile, which will be the key to the Geula HaAmitis VaShlema, the ultimate and complete redemption by Mashiach Tzidkenu. Thank you very much.